stones would cry out. The dirt, the rocks on the ground would cry out, which is consistent with what you find in Isaiah 29 verses 4. He says, and as one that hath a familiar spirit out of the ground, and thy speech shall whisper out of the dust. This is what is consistent with Scripture. Luke chapter 19, it's absolutely remarkable how consistent the Scripture is, line upon line, here a little, there a little. It's going to be precept upon precept, precept upon precept. The Pharisees hated Jesus. Remember, I said this in Luke chapter 19 verses 39. It says, and some of the Pharisees from among the multitude said unto him, Master, rebuke thy disciples. Luke 19 verses 40 says, and he answered and said unto them, I tell you that if these should hold their peace, that the stones would immediately cry out. Isn't that remarkably consistent? The Greek word stones is lithos. Lithos, that means stones. These are rocks. So this is when the Bible uses the word dust in Isaiah chapter 29 verses 4, it's consistent, because if you can crush stones, you have dust. So let us continue. So why is Jesus weeping? This is consistent with the prophecy in Daniel chapter 9. Daniel chapter 9 verses 25, Jesus expected them to know the time of his visitation, the time of when he will present himself as the king, because up until then, whenever they brought Jesus and say, let us make him king, he would pull himself away, and Jesus would say, my time has not yet come. His time has not yet come. His time was not yet come, so he didn't present himself as king, but this was a time he presented himself as king, and this is consistent with the prophecy in the book of Daniel chapter 9 verse 25, and it says, know therefore and understand. So this is after Daniel was crying and repenting and praying towards the city of Jerusalem. He was praying towards the temple as he was in Babylon. Remember, Babylon is actually ancient Sudan, that region there. That's where Babylon actually is biblically. Look at the old 1800, 1700 maps. You'll see Babylon, you'll see Babel-Mendel, Strait, and so forth. It's all there. So Daniel was there in that region of Sudan today. He was praying southwest down towards southeast Namibia today. That's where Jerusalem is. And the angel Gabriel comes to Daniel. He gives him a prophecy. And Daniel 9:25 says, know therefore and understand that from the going forth from the commandments to restore and to build Jerusalem unto Messiah the Prince shall be 7 weeks. So Gabriel is telling him, from the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem, there's going to be the Christ, or the Messiah, the anointed of Yah, Messiah, Messiah. So when you say hallelujah, you're saying praise